Hey, the PMP exam is one of the most difficult tests for professionals, and we've heard this from everyone. But not to worry, you have a coach who eats the PMBOK for lunch. Here he is to set the record straight for you, your friend Phil.
Hello, my friends. How you doing? Your buddy Phil here, project management trainer and coach. I hope you're doing great. It has been a while since we spoke, and that's only because I am busy getting ready for yet another boot camp live for a client. And whenever these boot camps happen, you just see me out of commission. You don't see me checking in very much. So that's what I'm working on. But I hope your studying is coming along great. I hope you're doing well. And I hope that you are on track. Some of you want to get certified in February. Now is the time to start putting in all of the effort. All of that crazy effort that you're thinking of putting in on the final 2 weeks. Now is the time to put in that effort, folks. So you want to start hitting the gas all the way down, pressing that pedal. Don't wait till 2 weeks. 2 weeks is too late, folks. You're thinking of taking the exam in February or early March. You need to be going crazy right now, full throttle. So I want to encourage you, if you don't have a study plan or a study system, you want to get on the Praizion system. Go to Praizion.com and sign up, okay? Now, I haven't been getting lots of questions from you guys. Does that mean you have mastered your favorite book? Does that mean you've got this book in a chokehold and under control? If I don't get questions from you, I begin to wonder if indeed you've got it all together. If you don't have it all together and you've got questions, please send them in. I would love to answer your questions. You know, this station thrives on questions, so you need to put these questions into our pipeline, okay? The way to do it is comment below. You got a question? Comment below. Let me know what the question is. I challenge you. You think you know the PMBOK guide? That's fine. If you don't know the PMBOK guide and you feel no one's there to help, not even your trainer, comment below, okay? I want to help you. I will address your question. If it's a PMBOK related question, if it's a project management related question, send it in, okay? Now, today we got a question from our friend Shri, who has been on this journey for a while. Shri is getting ready to take the exam, and we're going to read Shri's question because Shri wants to know more about a particular topic in the PMBOK guide. It reads, "Hi Phil, please can you explain why an approved change request is an input to control procurement and control quality? Why the change which is already approved in performing integrated change control through monitoring and controlling process group becomes an input again to control procurement and control quality? I do understand that it normally goes back to direct and manage project work as an input to get checked again." Well, that is a very good question, Shri. So let's break this down bit by bit. Okay, I'm going to read it again because it's a bit of a long one. Can you explain why an approved change request is an input to control procurement and control quality? Why the change which is already approved in performing integrated change control through monitoring and controlling process group becomes an input again to control procurement and control quality? I do understand that it normally goes back to direct and manage project work as an input to get checked again. So let me show you the summary of this whole thing. To do that, Shri, I'm going to go to the whiteboard. This hopefully will not take too long. Let's go to the whiteboard here and break it down. So if you take a look here, this is the story, okay? We have perform integrated change control. Perform integrated change control gives us, let's use this configuration. Perform integrated change control gives us approved change request. So you guys are all big boys and big girls. Let's just use the abbreviation approved change request, all right? The approved change request that comes out of this, it then goes to a number of places. It goes, first of all, to direct and manage project work. And then it also goes to control quality. Okay? And then it also goes to control procurements. Okay? So the question is pretty much, why does the approved change request go to these places apart from direct and manage project work, the other two? And it's very simple. Let's take a look at what exactly this means. So first of all, approved change requests coming from here need to be worked on. Basically, what is going on in here is we're not checking at this point, Shri, you see, we're not checking at this point. In direct and manage project work, we are executing the change request, or the approved change request, if you will. In other words, we're taking this change request that has now been approved, and we are now going to work the approved change request. That's really what is happening there. We are working the approved change request. This could be corrective action, it could be preventive action, it could be defect repair, or it could be updates. It could be one of those. Okay? So this is the process where we do that. We're not checking a deliverable here. We are cranking out work. We are getting work done. We are creating deliverables, but we're also getting stuff fixed. We're getting stuff done. And at the end of the day, what happens from this process? From direct and manage project work, Shri, we are going to get deliverables that have been revised on a second go round, for example. You see what I'm saying? So out of this process here, direct and manage project work, what do we get? We get deliverables. These deliverables, oh, that is horrendous. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. I'm being a bit particular, but I think people who use glasses like me will appreciate this. Deliverables. Let's write it properly. Okay, deliverables. So we get deliverables out of direct and manage project work. Those deliverables are going into control quality. Remember that? Now let me ask you this. When the deliverables, let's say version 2 of these deliverables, when they get to control quality, Shri, what's going to happen? They're going to be checked. So here, this is where check-in takes place. Okay? What are you going to check this version 2 deliverable against? You're going to check it against an approved change request. And I just realized that's even the wrong abbreviation. But you get the idea. Approved, let me put a C in there. Approved change request. Okay? So the approved change request is going to help you in control quality when you are doing your checks. You're going to check this against that. You're going to check your deliverable against the approved change request. And that's how the person in the control quality process is actually going to know that they got it right this time. Okay? That's how they're going to know. You see? Last but not least, approved change requests, which come from performing a graded change control, needs to be carried out in some instances by a vendor. Your vendor needs to carry out these ACRs, APCRs, whatever we're going to call them, approved change requests. The vendor needs to carry them out. So this first process, we carry them out. That's us. Here, the vendor carries that out. And in this one, this is a plain old check of the deliverable. And that's why it's relevant to all of these processes, Shri. Okay? It is relevant because here we are going to carry it out. We're going to carry out that request because it's approved. We're going to come out with version 2 or something else of the deliverable. That deliverable needs to be checked in control quality. We need to check it against the approved change request, so it goes in here. And if a seller or vendor is carrying out the request, then it becomes a relevant input to that process tree. Okay? And that pretty much is it as far as why. But to go a little bit further, let's just open up the book really quick. I'll open up these places so that you can get a more solid view. So first of all, let's go to Direct and Manage Project Work and take a look at the inputs. Page 93, it says, described in section 4.6.3.1, approved change requests are an output of the PICC process and include those requests that have been approved for implementation by the PM or by the Change Control Board where applicable. The approved change request may be CA, corrective action, PA, preventive action, or DR, defect repair. Approved change requests are scheduled. Well, it didn't mention they could be updates. It could be updates as well. It says approved change requests are scheduled and implemented by the project team and can impact any area of the project or project management plan. The approved change request can also modify the formally controlled project management plan components or project documents. Now they mention it. Good. All right, so that's the first one. Let's go to 8.3. 8.3, control quality. Let's take a look at the input going in here, ACR. It says, as part of the PICC process, a changelog update indicates that some changes are approved and some are not. Now, you may not be used to the term or phrase changelog updates, but of course your changelog can be updated. You do know that. Approved change requests may include modifications such as defect repairs, revised work methods, and revised schedules. Partial change completion may result in inconsistencies and later delays due to incomplete steps or corrections. The implementation of approved change requests, or approved changes if you will, should be verified, confirmed for completeness, retested, and certified as correct. So these approved changes, PMI say we need to check to make sure this implementation is done well. How do you know it's done well? You need the approved change request. That's why it's an input here. Let's take a look at the final one. This is chapter 12, and it's 12.3. Let's take a look. Page 496, it says, approved change requests can include modifications to the TOCs of the contract, including the procurement SOW, pricing, and descriptions of the products, services, or results to be provided. All procurement-related changes are formally documented in writing and approved before being implemented through, what does it say, Shri? Through, you following me? Through this process, control procurement. In complex projects and programs, change requests may come from sellers involved with the project that can influence other involved sellers. The project should have the capability of identifying, communicating, and resolving changes that impact the work of multiple sellers. So what are they saying? In effect, what PMI is saying is these could be contractual changes, these could be changes to the contract, changes to a product, service, or result, or changes that affect other sellers. And for that reason, those changes need to be captured and become an input to this process, okay? As in control procurements. So I hope that gave you some clarity, Shri. If you have any further questions, do let me know. I hope this clarifies it for you and for all my other friends getting ready for the test. You got any questions? Hey, put them in the comments below, all right? We want to know what your questions are, and we want to help, okay? Thank you very much, and I'll see you again in another touch point or another explanation session. Those of you who are getting ready for the exam, just a note of caution. It's come to my attention that some people are playing Russian roulette with their PMP exam prep. In other words, they're doing eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, that sure to come out because Bob said he got it. That probably won't come out because Mary didn't. Don't fool yourself. Every single piece of the PMBOK guide, this 756-page gargantuan book, is fair game. Look at it carefully. Look at its mugshot. Every piece of it is fair game, even if it's buried in the index or the glossary. That's why I tell you, read the thing with a fine-tooth comb. People ain't listening to me. And I still get people telling me, well, Phil, I've been for a boot camp. How good was your boot camp? Some of those boot camps are rubbish. Wasting your time, deceiving yourself, you've been for a boot camp. Hey, if you cannot rationalize the PMBOK guide, if you're finding it hard making head or tail out of the content, it's probably a sign that you need to be on a learning management system, okay? It's probably a sign that you need to be on Praizion.com, okay? It's your buddy Phil trying to help you to ace the test. Go to Praizion.com and hit that course, for goodness sake. Do it. I don't want to hear of you failing the exam and then coming on our system. Do it now, okay? Do it now. I challenge you. Do it now. And check out our support and see if we won't help you to get to the other side as a PMP. Don't come after the fact, especially if you're hearing my warning, okay? Don't come after the fact because I'll just be so upset. Hey, if you went for a crummy boot camp, sign up now. I can't count how many emails I got this week. Seriously, it's kind of ticking one off because you can save yourself now. Please do not play Russian roulette. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I guess I'll find out after I take the exam. No. Sign up. How much does it cost? If you got 10 kids like a student of mine, this is Happy Meals. This is Happy Meals for those 10 kids. Look, sign up for this thing, folks. Okay? Become a student. Stay engaged. Ask questions. Take the mock exams. Take the quizzes. Stop wishing and hoping for your PMP. Show up for your PMP exam muscle. Work for it. Get on the system. Take yourself out of your comfort zone. Some of you are too comfortable. You're relying on some, I don't know, study group. Study groups are great, but look, they cannot carry all the weight. You're going to have to open the book, watch the videos, do stuff, take notes. Some people don't want to take notes. Where are your notes for the PMP? Where is your notepad? You kidding me? You want to take this exam, you don't have a notebook of notes? You ain't ready. You ain't ready. Come back when you are ready. Get on the system, study the content, and then ping me again. Okay? I expect you to have a treasured notebook. Treasured notebook to say, Phil, this is what I've been doing. This is how I've been preparing for the exam. Here's all my info. You know, here are the terms that I'm not too familiar with. Some folks don't even know page 89. Look, let's do this thing. Let's get all in and kill this beast. All right? Some of you are great auditory learners and you are absolutely oblivious to the fact that I have this. This is a 24 CD set. You see how large this is? 24 CDs, 20 hours. If you're a great auditory learner, you need to put this in and be listening. You need to be taking notes. This is so detailed and deep. I was listening to this thing today. I couldn't believe how much content has been sunken into it. I'm actually going back to listen to my own work. That should tell you how serious it is. By the time the author is going back to read stuff, you know that it's a home run. Get this thing, folks, okay? Go to Praizion.com. Again, if you follow that link to Praizion.com, this site right here, the moment you get to Praizion.com, you can click on the Project Management Audio Digest right there. Click on that. And if you want to go for an electronic version, instant download, boom, there it is. Or if you want to go to our friends at Jeff's company, hit that Amazon link. Do what you need to do, folks. Whatever you need to do to succeed, do it. This is chicken feed compared to what the PMI is asking you to pay for the exam. So if you know that this product is going to help you, why wouldn't you get it? And actually, beyond your exam, you can listen to this again and again and catalog it as part of your PDUs. In fact, if you're a PMP, I don't know what you're waiting for. You should have gotten this like ages ago for your PDUs. Okay? So, it's your friend Phil here, keeping it real. Just letting you know what's out there. I've also got a comic for the PMP wannabes. Get the comic, read the comic, have fun as you study. You know, I'm trying to put all this content out for you, and you're not buying it. That comic has been on Jeff's shelf at Amazon for too long. $2, a measly $2.99. Hey, let me call some of my bosses. I don't want any of these comics left by the end of this week. $2.99. Are you kidding me? Go get yourself a copy. Let's even forget about the PMP wannabes. What about the PMP bosses? Surely $2.99 is not even a Happy Meal. Go get this comic, all right? I wrote the thing for you and to remind you about all of these terms you know. All right? So go get the comic on Amazon. You'll find it. Just search Project VBX11. All right? I hope this has helped you to understand Shree's question and how these approved change requests are so relevant. If you have a question, put it in the comments below. All right? Thank you very much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.